What's up, viewers? This is Devious. Just wanted to drop in and show you guys how uh, I make gold and what I do to make anywhere from 5 to 20,000 gold an hour, just depending on the market and the timing. So, just wanted to show you that. The first thing I do is my paladin here is my X-Mute Master for alchemy. Alright, and what I'll do is I will farm up a lot of the golden lotuses, or I'll buy them if they're at a good price on the market. Okay. Another thing I do with my jewel crafters, I'll buy a lot of the green gems, or I'll farm them out with the ore if I want pure profit. And through prospecting, I will get blues and these greens here, and send these greens to this paladin here. So after I get these two items here, I'm just going to start exmuting. And usually the three primary gems that make the most gold is going to be the Sun's Radius, the Primordial Rubies, and the Vermilion Onyxes. And as you can see, I've gotten a couple procs, so that's just, extra gold in the pocket here. So Wild Jades can sell pretty good, but usually it's dependent on the market and which gem. So another thing to remember, again, best thing to have for the two mods, like mentioned at the beginning of the video, is Postal and Auctionator. And I'm going to show you guys this when I switch over to the Druid here in just a second. So I just send my Druid all the gems, and then I switch over. Okay, we're swapped over to the Druid now. When I first started trying to make gold, my biggest thing was I was trying to farm motes and different things, items, screens, disenchant, stuff like that. And, it was just a lot of work to get a little bit amount of gold. So my big thing was, how could I be efficient at making gold and not even have to farm? So the answer is jewel crafting. Hands down, has always brought me a ton of gold when I need it, especially right at the beginning of expansions. Like Warlords coming up, when there's an influx of population on your servers, and when there's a high demand of gem need for the constant changing of gear and raiding and whatnot. So something else to keep in mind mentioning that is Alliance and Horde markets are going to be merged now. So that's a good and a bad thing. It's great because you've got more population to buy your gems and buy your items. But it's also bad because you get a flooding of more competition. One other good thing, though, is, say if you have a low pop on your Horde side but a high pop on your Alliance side, and the market's a lot better there, you will have a lot more demand to sell to. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Again, the two mods that I use is going to be Postal and Auctionator. Okay, now Postal is pretty much written into the mailbox here, and as you can see, I have an open all option here, and you can see I have different types of gems and things that have expired from selling from last night. Okay, and then a few of them that have sold. So what I'll do is I'll just click open all and give it just a second here. And it will literally automatically bring in all the items into my bags without having to individually click each and every one of them. So it just makes this a lot easier, and it's really nice because I'm lazy. Alright, Auctionator is going to be my secondary mod here. And what I do before I do anything else, as soon as I open it up, I will click the More tab here, and I will click Full Scan. This allows me to get full pricing on every item on the AH currently. Okay, you're probably asking, why is that important? Well, mousing over certain gems, that tells me the exact auction value of each. Okay, so this helps me to find out what is selling for the most. Okay, another good plus about this mod is that when you're selling here, you can literally drop in, change your stack sizes, how many you want in each stack, or you can do single stacks on how many stacks you want, and it automatically creates all three, as you can see there at the bottom, instead of having to individually create each one. So again, another thing that just makes the timing a lot easier. And you know, it gets to be a real pain when you're going up against competition that's constantly undercutting you, and you know, being able to cancel these and relist them quickly like this between these two mods just makes gold making a lot more efficient and a lot easier. Okay, now when cutting gems, normally I have a lot higher of a supply here, but in this case I've been burning a lot of the gems before 6.0 because we're not sure, you know, how the demand is going to be now. I predict that it's going to be a high demand, especially as more people try the new patch and try the button squish and all that stuff. So be ready for the market to flood with a need of gems. I know for one, if the Vermilion Onyxes, like with the expertise and haste for my Ret Pally, once they get rid of haste and expertise this Tuesday, if I need to regem, I've got at least 10 gems to replace. So keep in mind that you're probably going to want to save up and try to be ready for that. And same with the X-Pack. I know that when we start leveling and getting towards a level 100, one of the biggest things for me was in the past X-Packs was getting rare gem recipes or training them where other people didn't have them yet. So basically I was the only person in the market that had that gem, and I could pretty much name my price and put as many up there as I wanted, and they would sell within a few hours. And I would put upwards of 20 to 40 of these gems up at a time. So you know, you could make 20 to 30,000 gold in the first few days of the X-Pack as long as you have a unique gem. And one thing I recommend doing is go in there and search. See what people have already. See what people don't have. Check to see if rare drop recipes have dropped and people are selling them cheap. That's usually people don't know what the pricing will be. They'll sell them dirt cheap when they should go for thousands more. So that's just another tip that I've had in my experience. So again, the Druid is my jewel crafter. And what I'll do is, as I'm getting my gems here sent from my Paladin, I'll come through and check the pricing on all of my gems. Now, keep in mind right now, there's a flood of these gems, so they're going to be lower priced right now. But so I'm just going to wait on these. But you know, I just go through, I select one, and I check the pricing on each. Okay, find the highest price for the best profit. And again, right now it's Sunday, so the timing of putting gems on the auction house right now is just going to be poor. Usually you'll want to be putting stuff on the auction house more towards Tuesdays during resets and when everybody's starting to begin raiding again. So right before raids is a really great time to list. But these concepts here are pretty much applicable to anything, any profession. Before raids, you know, consumables are selling a lot more. So just try to get a hang of what the best timing is for your server and your population there on when to sell stuff. So as I find stuff that might actually be worth it, I'll come through and I will just cut a few of these gems here and I'll list them up, okay? So with the skillful here, I'm just going to cut 2 of them, come to my sell tab, and create the auctions. Okay, now if you don't have the ability or the time to farm and you just want to make sheer profit, if you go to the buy tab, it has really good functionality there where you can basically select or search just the gems and you can see all the cut gem prices and the actual gem cost. So right now it would actually be worthwhile to just sell uncut gems instead of cut gems for me. Alright, and it's probably going to be the same for Vermilion Onyxes as well. Yep. Alright, I'm trying to find a good example here where, yeah, okay, here we go. Imperial Amethyst, the uncut gem goes for 16 gold right now, and as you can see there's some that are going for double that price. So if you don't have an Execute Master and you just want to buy uncut gems off the auction house for cheaper, you can pretty much double your profit, especially towards, again, Tuesday and raid time. So just keep that in mind. But that's about all I've got for today. I have other ways of farming and getting up these mats so that it's pure profit, but I'll probably be putting those in future videos. So, alright guys, One last thing before I go. The Spirit of Harmony vendor here at the shrine sells 2 gold lotus per Spirit of Harmony. Now, I usually farm these up with my potions of luck, and once I get a couple stacks of them, I'll buy a bunch of the golden lotus and then convert all my green gems over. So other than just farming or buying them straight off the auction house, this is another great option of getting these golden lotus cheap, especially if you don't have the gold at the point of starting to get this done. So if you like this video, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.